And Gladys, what are you seeing in this region then, in your practice? Are you, we had that oil and gas rush.
Yes.
Has that died down? What's going on? Tell us what's big picture.
Okay, if you look at Africa, so because we kind of also operate as a corporate finance Africa team.
Yes.
So we have a hub in West Africa, Central Africa, Southern Africa, and then Eastern Africa.
So you got full visibility.
Yeah, full
Yes.
visibility. And when we get together and just have discussions, obviously South Africa has its challenges right now with what's happening, with the depreciation of the rand, and obviously the slowdown of the economy.
Yes.
So you find a lot of people are now not looking, previously it was the darling of, like, say, private equity.
South
Africa, yes.
In terms of size, was that where it was all happening?
Yeah, there was a lot of activity was happening there, and they're obviously a more mature market when it comes to investments, exits, and things like that. Then after that, it all shifted to West Africa. After Nigeria rebased and largest economy in Africa, obviously, large population, lots of opportunities, so we found a lot of people going there. But now with what has happened with the oil prices and
Yes.
just the commodity prices, you find there's a bit of depression in West Africa. So now the spotlight is on East,
Yes.
but East also has its challenges.
Yes.
Because of, most people unfortunately think of East Africa as a country, and it's not.
Yes.
It's a region. Uganda, Kenya may have some similarities.
You think they're similar? Do you?
Yeah, in some cases, the private sectors more or less have certain common themes, if I
Yes.
can put it that way.
Okay.
And so you find a lot of people will invest in a Kenyan entity and then also probably want to expand into Uganda, and then possibly Tanzania, and then move to the rest. Interestingly, we've just done our private equity confidence survey.
Yes, which is what the occasion of this event.
Yes,
that
is
we're on the sidelines.
yes, and Uganda has actually overtaken, based on what we did in 2015 and now.
Yes.
Uganda has overtaken Tanzania as a destination of choice for private
That's
equity.
interesting, because this was in the run-up to the election
Yes,
period.
yes.
How
So it was, yeah, this, and the elections were actually in
Yeah.
February, and our survey was opened from around January this year to
Yes.
to around March. So there's a feeling that the private sector there might be a bit more mature than it is in Tanzania.
That's
Obviously, a lot of
interesting.
reforms going on in there.
Yes.
People adopting a wait and see to see what happens.
In Tanzania,
Yeah,
you
in
mean?
Tanzania. You find the Kenyan private sector is also quite resilient.
Yes.
Interestingly enough, it's gone through really tough times. And when we look at, people coming into this region in terms of FDI and strategic investors,
Yes.
they're all thinking, I want to come in, set up my base in Nairobi, and then move to the rest of the region after that.
So it's very much the hub.
Yeah, it's very much
Yeah.
the hub. And I think, the infrastructure that we currently have has helped, but we do need to do a bit more about it.
Yes.
Obviously, just making sure that, more power on the grid, reliability, proper road and, airport, port network.
Do you feel that there's progress in that regard?
I think if you look at the last 5 years, there's been some progress. I think it's more of, there was such a long period of time where nothing happened, that we are playing catch up, and I don't know when we will get there.